in this. So if I want to find out L inverse of S minus A by S into S plus A. Okay, always remember the advantage is you can always write this function to partial fractions and do it. Okay, that is always there. See, both are linear factors, S and S plus A.
Yes, sir.
Okay? But you can also see it as division by S, 1 by S into
So 1 by
S minus A
S
by
minus A by
S plus
S
A.
plus A.
But if you want to apply division by S property, again some round up. Okay, so because this has to be written as 1 by S into f of S,
F of S.
and if you take f of S as S minus A by S plus A, and both the numerator and denominator degrees are same, so if I add and subtract A, this is going to be S plus A, so this is going to be 1 minus what is this, 2A into 1 by
2A by
S plus A.
S plus A.
So if I want L inverse of f of S, is that okay? So what is it? L
L
inverse of
inverse of
1 minus
1 minus L inverse of
I
2
think
by S plus.
let will not do this. 1 minus, what is this? 1 minus 2A into
2A into
1 by S plus
1 by S plus A.
e power minus 8 or what?
yes.
I think L inverse means again it will be delta of t, no, L inverse of 1.
Delta.
Yes,
So,
yes.
so let us not write like this. Okay. So what will happen? We will write this as, okay. So original function L inverse of S minus A by S into S plus A can be written as L inverse of 1 by S into 1 minus 2A by S plus A. Okay, it's a roundabout. Okay, if you are trying to apply division by S property, okay, sometimes you may get like this. So I can write it as 1 by S minus 2A times L inverse of 1 by S into S plus A. See, again this is L inverse of 1 by S is what? 1 minus 2A times again L inverse of 1 by S into S plus A means you have to apply again the partial fractions. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this is 1 minus, okay, 2A into L inverse of 1 by S is 1 minus e power minus 8. Am I right? Did I do any mistake here? Please check once. I think S plus A minus S plus A minus S I have to divide with the A. These two gets cancelled. This is 1 minus 2 into 1 minus e power minus 8. So 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So e power 8 minus 1. This is the answer. Okay. We thought of applying division by S property. But the problem is again here if you are applying like this, you will get a delta of t. See, delta of t minus 2A times okay, 2A times L inverse of 1 is delta of t, and L inverse of 1 by S plus A is e power minus 8. This is f of t. So if you want to apply division by S property, what happens? L inverse of f of S by S would be 0 to t delta of x minus 2A times e power minus ax, and we don't know yet about Dirac delta function, right? Is that okay? So sometimes you may get problems like this. Okay, you may try to apply division by S property, okay, but it involves integration. It involves integration of certain functions, and that may be quite difficult to do sometimes. Okay, so you have to wisely choose the method, whether it is easy for me to apply partial fractions method like this, or it is easy for me to apply division by S property. Is that clear to all of you? Because in exams you will be asked to find out inverse transform of a given function. Okay, and he will not ask you to apply method of partial fractions or method by property or some other thing. Okay, just like differential equations, when some differential equation is given, you have to apply proper method and get the solution. What method we have to apply, nobody will tell us in exams. Okay, similarly here also, so we are asked to find out inverse transform of a function, you have to wisely choose the proper method and get the inverse transform. Okay, and that requires practice, good practice. So this is a division by S property. Okay, shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So next problem I'm not going to do completely. I just give the outline and all of you please try this problem. Okay. Problem number 5. Huh? I don't know.
4, sir.
4. So if I want to find out L inverse of 1 by S into S plus a whole cube. Suppose you may have to find out L inverse of S 1 by S into S plus a whole cube. What is one way? Writing this into partial fractions, right? But partial fractions involves computation of 4 constants. Can you see? One is a
Yes,
linear
sir.
factor, other one is a
Yes,
linear
sir.
factor occurring 3 times. You have to write it
Yes,
as a by s plus b by s plus a plus c by s plus a whole square plus d by s plus a whole cube.
Whole cube.
And find out partial fractions and then apply inverse transforms to each term. That is
Yes, sir.
one method. Okay, now I can see division by S property. Okay, so this can be written as L inverse of 1 by S into f of s. Am I right? Where f of s is what?
1 by S plus a
1 by
whole
s
cube.
plus a whole cube. Now what is L inverse of f of s? Which is f of t?
Property.
Okay, now that is L inverse of 1 by s plus
Plus
a
S a whole.
whole cube. Now what is the advantage in writing like this? Now you can see it is a
Yes.
function of s
E-
plus a. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It is
sir.
a function
Yes,
of s plus a. Now I can use a first shifting property.
First shifting property.
Okay,
For
so I can write it
minus
as e power minus at into L inverse of
yes,
1 by
1 by s cube.
s cube.
S
1
cube.
by s cube.
Okay, what is L inverse of 1 by s cube?
T square by
T square
2
by
factorial.
2 factorial.
2 factorial.
Is that okay? So this is nothing but f of t. Okay. Now what I want? Now I want L inverse of f of s by s. Now division by s property says 0 to t f of x dx. Now what is f of x? 1 by 2
E power
factorial x square e power minus ax dx.
minus X.
Do you agree? So this is
Yes,
1 by
sir.
2 factorial 0 to t x square e power minus ax. And I know Leibniz rule. Okay, I can simply write it as x square into, whenever polynomial is there, take that as first function. The other one is the next function. So x square into e power minus ax by e power minus ax by minus a minus derivative of x square is 2x into e power minus ax by minus a whole square is a square plus minus plus 2 into
2 into e power
e
minus
power minus
X by
ax by minus a cube.
minus A cube.
Okay, the limits from 0 to t. So it is just applying upper limit minus lower limit. So simplification you do later. So this is minus t square by a e power minus at minus 2t by a square e power minus at minus 2 by a cube e power minus at. That is upper limit. And what is the lower limit? 0 into anything 0, 0 into anything 0. E power 0 is 1 minus or minus plus 2 by a cube. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
2 by a cube. Okay, so simplification part you do later. Okay, so in this method, which one is better, applying partial fraction or division by s property?
Division by S.
Division by s property. In the previous problem, instead of
Partial fraction.
division by s, we applied partial fractions. Okay,
Partial fractions.
that's what I'm telling. It depends on the problem. Okay, you have to choose the best method wisely. Okay, so I'll end this session. Okay, I'll just take one more session and okay, stop the class. Okay, now I'm going to save this. Okay, and all of you please be online. Let them take the attendance. Did you take the attendance?
Yes, sir.